everybody. This is the MakeCode Arcade Advanced live stream. My name is Vivian. I'm at Live Cheerful on the MakeCode forums.
I'm Joey at JWonderl on the MakeCode forums.
I'm Richard on the MakeCode forums.
And today we don't have a plan, except we do have a plan. Our plan is, okay, wait, guys, what have we been doing last week? You want to talk about it?
We did a hackathon.
Yeah.
Yep. We got past all the firewalls into the mainframe. We implanted a logic virus. And no, that's not what a hackathon is.
That's not
What's
what
a hackathon, Joey?
It's where you all do stuff and you just do it. And you don't got to listen to your boss. No rules, no laws.
Listen to Vivian. Vivian, what's a hackathon?
Okay, so a hackathon is like, you know how you have trees and then sometimes you want the trees to be horizontal instead of vertical. You hack at the tree to make it horizontal. And hackathons are like that, but with code. So you're just making a bunch of code to do something.
Yeah. Okay, it actually, you brought it home there at the end.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, so.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You go.
Oh, okay. So we did a hackathon for the last 2 days, and everybody could do whatever they wanted. So today we're going to talk about what we did for the hackathon because it's arcade related. And I'll go first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it. This
is my screen. So my hackathon project was an extension. Wait, why are you testing inside Arduino? Don't worry, we can see you. So like we always use extensions on stream. So I was like, I gotta get in on this extension business while it's still hot. So my extension is like the adaptive soundtrack extension, or just like, you know, doing music for your games. And this is the category. I didn't figure out how to change the icon, so it's a calculator still. And then I have a bunch of blocks. And then the blocks let you make music for your games. So let's see. This is an example of, wait, no, I don't. Yeah, let's do this one. A song that I made called Collect the Cows. So you can define soundtracks, and then they have like names. So, you know, like afterwards you can sell your soundtrack on the marketplace, and people are like, oh yes, I love the music and music. You know, yeah.
We do not have a marketplace.
We don't have
for
a
selling
marketplace.
things.
But you know, if you wanted to, one day you could with this. So yeah, okay. So you have like collect the cows, and we have these things, and then I have like different moods, and so the moods you can set, and then behind each of these moods, there's some like music magic going behind the scenes. So like chill. Okay, so all of these moods have different chords. And then the chords will like do different things depending on the mood. So like some of them will just like make it arpeggiate, like a, and some of them will just be like octaves and be like do 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 do. So yeah, that's what I did. I made too many moods. So this one's bluesy, so it's using the blues chord, which is like the minor pentatonic chord, and it sounds cool. And then you have these blocks, which are like track blocks, and then these are like, you know, when you're in the orchestra, each instrument would be a different track. So then you have like an instrument that defines like, you know, what you're playing, and then it has like a roll, so like what it's doing. And then you have this one, which is like loop or one shot, saying that if you're gonna play the music inside once, or like you keep on repeating it. And then inside the track you can say like how loud the track is compared to like everybody else. And then you can also evaluate, it's called evaluating code inside it. As it goes, you can have it do different things depending on the state of your code. So the theme, should I just play the game? Maybe I'll just play the game to show you what it is. So this.
Yeah.
Maybe full screen.
Okay. So those dang cows, they've gone off to greener pastures. You have to get them back here by tonight. I spelled tonight wrong. They've got a show to play. So
we can't hear when you're talking.
Oh.
The music. Is this the chiptune instrument?
Yeah. So it's a basic tune. You just got this, and you got to collect the different cows in the band. And as you collect them, they add to the music. Anyway, so we got all the instruments. Now we just walk around. This is where I stopped having time to make the demo. I had to show it in like 10 minutes. So then every time you step up, it changes the key by 1.
Got like a vaguely menacing kind of feel to it.
What?
It's vaguely
Yeah.
menacing that it goes up in key as you go upwards.
Oh yeah, I wanted.
It went from like normal adventure to Bowser's Castle real quick.
Yeah, that was the whole. I wanted it to be the stairs where you do the. What's it called? Is it BLJs where you grab the rabbit? It goes. That's what I wanted to do. But I didn't have enough time. So, let's see. Yeah. So basically, you can just. I'm going to tell it to be quiet. You can just put code in here, which was something. And each of these tracks spawns a separate thread, and I don't know how to clean up the threads, so it slows down after a while. And you can you code your music with like images, so they're motifs, and then this basically says like when you want music to go and when you want to play notes, and so you can put the motifs inside variables, and then you can like do stuff with it that you would do with images, and you can code it. You could have it like be bigger or smaller. And I don't know. That's about it. You can change the tempo as you go. You can make it go faster. Like we could throw in an on-game update. Maybe we do an on-game update every 500 and we can change the tempo by 5. Yeah. So that's my extension. I think that's, wait, let me see. And oh yeah, okay. I added some more stuff so that you could be like, you could do more things. So you can set your own chords, and then so if you know chords and you know what key they are, you can like program it, and then it'll still do like the transposing stuff things correctly. And let's see what other blocks. Oh, so the different moods. So there's one that's free, and then that means you can code your own drum beats to be whatever you want. You don't have to listen to Vivian's drum beats. And
The rest are premium. They cost money.
yeah. pay to play, you know? So yeah. Question. That's what I worked on. Yeah, sometimes there's like weird bugs with it. Like sometimes the brass is really loud and I don't know why. I need to fix that. And then
Wait, can we hear that? Can you go to the fish one in the first track and change it to string? I want to hear the difference.
Oh, yeah, not all of the instruments have been coded either. It's very optimistic with this. I need help. But yeah. Oh, wait, let's get rid of the change tempo. But
the tempo is the best part.
Okay, well, let's change it every 2 seconds because that was so aggressive. Okay.
Yeah, not super stringy.
Yeah.
It still sounds nice.
Yeah, I didn't do anything for string or piano. Let's see, we could listen to Chip. It's not working. Sometimes they work. Do we know why? No. They work in other places.
It's ghosts in the machine.
Hackathon's not about writing finished code. Hackathon's about writing code.
Yeah. So
Brass
As long as
sounds
there's green
good.
on
You
your
can,
GitHub profile, there's
immediately
something.
tell it's brass.
the brass is weird because it sounds fine in this track, but then when I use brass in here, then it's like super loud, and the volume doesn't touch it at all.
Is it because this one's a bass track?
I don't think so. Let's make it a melody track. I think it was just the instrument in general. It was.
Oh, you used the story extension. The story extension changed the volume.
Yes, I was worried about the story extension messing with the sound, but then I thought
It did. Yeah. Change the volume.
Okay. I thought I set this.
Set volume right there, but I guess.
Yeah. Like when did
When you
I?
start playing,
Oh, I
it'll
started.
change the volume. I need to change that.
Okay. Yeah. Vivian, I think you're going to have to write some documentation for this extension. I agree. I also think I need to fix the blocks and make them less confusing. And I'm not sure how many threads we're allowed to spawn with it. Like, okay, one issue with this extension is after you let it run for like a minute or two, the tracks don't line up anymore. Who knows why? But
yeah, we can talk about that, how to do timing accurately and stuff like that. So I think you can get away with one thread and using the queue creatively.
Okay.
So
So I feel like it was hard debugging this extension because you had to like listen to something and be like, what am I hearing? And what should I be hearing? Then you got to debug it. It was a real pain. Hi, Domix. But yeah, if you want to mess with this extension, it's live cheerful / arcade - soundtrack. Not everything will work and you'll probably hit some undefined things. But that's that.
Domix, today we are making so we are showing off some stuff that we did in a hackathon over the past week. So Vivian, do you want to play your music again one time real quick?
Oh yeah, the finale. It's not playing.
Sounds really good.
Thanks. But yeah, I made a music extension. We messed with it, so it's not playing anymore. But this is like when you get the cows, then they add the instruments. We're getting the band back together.
All right. Now I'm going to show off what Joey and I did. But first I'm going to show off something completely different.
Ooh.
Vivian, I'm taking over now.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. So first off, we're changing Sprites, and so I thought I might as well show it off. So if you guys have seen Sprites before, you know what it does. It makes like a one line of text that goes for a while and just scrolls back and forth. Well, we're changing it so that now it's this nice little speech bubble, and it does line wrapping. So it looks nicer. Old games will still work exactly the same. You need to update it and use the new save block if you're going to change it. The old save block going away. And the other cool thing about this is that you can also do animations. So if I set animation to true, then see it'll animate out. So if I put this for 5 seconds. Cool. Unlike the story extension, this one does not make any noise. Yeah, so anyway, look forward to that. It'll probably be dropping pretty soon. We just gotta merge it. But now let's talk about what we did for the hackathon. Joey, do you want to give an intro?
Yeah. I mean, we've mentioned before that Richard and I both like roguelike games quite a bit. So games where you like start off and you just build up your character over time with random items and all that sort of jazz. We also like coding quite a bit. And so we're kind of combining the two best things of that by making a game where you code a roguelike.
Yeah. So, how does this game work? Well, we got some code down here. That's what these squares down here at the bottom are. And you see up here, this is our battle that's about to happen. I'm this pink guy. The enemy is this teal guy. So, if I go over our code, it's going to execute from left to right, and it's just going to loop. So first, it's going to move forward. Our character is going to take a few steps forward. Then they're going to swing their sword in an arc. Then they're going to launch an arrow forward. And then they're going to rotate counterclockwise. Okay, so that's our code. So if I go ahead and hit this play button now, we're going to see it go forward, swing sword, shoot arrow, rotate, go back to the beginning, and keep doing that. So let's go ahead and run this program. All right, so you can see our character moving, swinging their sword, rotating, destroying the enemy. All right, come on, guy.
Eventually.
Figure it out.
Oh.
Nice. All right, so we won the battle. So now we get to choose a reward. So we got 3 things we can choose. We can choose the lightning spell, which I have not coded yet, and choose clockwise turn, which will make it so that we can do a clockwise turn. in our code, or we can choose a spin attack. So I'm going to choose spin attack because this one's pretty cool. So if I click that, now my sword is a spin attack. And one other thing. So I noticed in the last battle, we were doing a lot of bouncing off the walls and just kind of moving away, even though our enemy was just in front of us. So I'm actually going to take this rotate, this counterclockwise turn, and I'm going to put it in my bag. So the bag is just where you can store code blocks you're not using right now. So if I wanted to, I could also take this out and put it in there, but I don't want to do that. So I've edited my code now.
Right now, if you want to cheat for right now, you could take out the move forward and the sword too and get instant kill. But I like this way better.
That's true. So Jerry was saying I could do this. Let's do it.
Oh my goodness.
You're debouncing the damage?
Yep, I debounce the damage. It takes a while. Nice. Okay, we won. All right, so we got 3 rewards. We have guard, we have wait, which is the most boring code block. I don't know why I put it in the game. And we have ice spell, which is pretty cool. I don't think Joey and Vivian have seen ice spell, so I'm going to take that one. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's edit our program so that it's a little bit more interesting again. Let's add the move forward back. Let's add in our sword. And we're still going to leave the rotate out. But now we've got this guy up here that we want to attack. So I'm going to go ahead and do play. Let's see. Okay. Oh. So the ice spell, creates this little aura that just deals constant damage to everyone who's in it. Nice. Okay. Now let's see. All right. I'm gonna take. Now I'm a little. I know what the next level is. Now I know what the next level is, so I'm a little. I think maybe I should take random turn. Yeah. But, okay. So let's talk about these though. So we have move right, which means we'll take a step to the right without rotating. We have ×2, which will take our next action and do it twice. And then we have random turn, which will make us rotate a random amount. So ×2 is what I would normally take in this because it's really cool. It just, multiplies whatever you're going to do twice. But I think I'm actually going to take random turn, and you'll see why when you see the next level. Okay. So we've got 2 enemies here, right? And they are no longer straight in front of us. Joey's fun little hack of just always shooting arrows forward will not work. Rotate counterclockwise is also not going to work super well. Because we're just going to kind of spiral around and it's going to take forever. In this case, random turn, even though it sounds dumb, is actually pretty useful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use random turn. Go ahead and put it in there. And I don't think I'm going to be hitting anyone with arrows, so I'm going to take the arrow out. And let's go. Okay, so another thing, this is probably going to take a while, so I'm going to speed it up. Look at him go. Yeah, he annihilated that guy.
Whoa. At least you're good at dodging like this.
Nice. Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
I was thinking about it because I was a little bit confused by the question mark. Maybe a blindfold for this one would be pretty good.
Something, I don't know. Okay, so we got 3 choices now. We have the compass, which will make it so we turn faster. So we're spending less time turning, more time attacking. So that's useful. We have this clockwise turn, which is just like the opposite of counterclockwise. And then we have move left, which is pretty boring. Let's take compass, I guess. And all right, I don't know. What should I do for strategy for this one, guys?
Wait, why don't you use your arrow? You
big green button.
Use all your attacks.
Use the arrow, and let's just do the straight counterclockwise turn and see what happens.
Oh.
All right, go. Oh boy. All right, there you go. He's doing it. Yeah.
Nice.
Get him. Yes.
Oh no.
Nope. Okay, we're gonna have to wait a little bit. We'll get there eventually. Arrow. No, I mean, I thought that arrow was gonna get him. There we go. Nice. Oh man, we got ×4. That's pretty
Ooh,
awesome.
ice
We want
times 4.
that. Yeah. Or arrow ×4.
We have a
Yeah.
question in chat that asks, is there a block that points to the nearest enemy?
There is a block that points to the nearest enemy, but it is extremely rare because that's very useful. So, yeah, there is an aim block, but all of these blocks have different rarities. So, ×4 is the same rarity as the aim one actually. And let me go ahead and grab that. And the game is done because I didn't make any more levels.
Rip.
But yeah, but we have let's just go ahead and look at all the other blocks. So I'm just gonna go in and I'm just gonna give myself all of the nice stuff. So let's do ice spell. Let's do ×4. Let's do, what was that one I was just about to do? Aim. And let's actually do, no, that'll be good. Okay, so now if I press play, all right, we got all this stuff in our bag. So this one's aim. This will rotate towards the nearest enemy. So it's a little buggy right now because you can get into kind of a bad. Let me just show. All right, so I'm going to put this into my bag. I want to take this. I want to put this in my bag. I'm going to put this in my bag. All right, so we're gonna aim towards the enemy, then ×4 hit him. So let's see how this works. Okay, well, it actually worked pretty well in that case. I spell. All right, well, it's working pretty well right now because ×4 is just too good. But there's the idea that you can actually aim towards them and then move past them and get into the state where you're just leapfrogging them, which we need to fix. But okay, cool. This gives us a chance to show off another thing. So we got this bigger sword, which is cool. So I'm gonna grab that. And now let's go.
Whoa!
Look how big my sword is. Okay, now here's something that's really fun. I'm gonna do ×2. Do ×2 on the ×4. Now I just swing my sword a million times. Annihilate. All right, cool.
Bigger sword?
Yeah, so I can't. If you take bigger sword twice, it won't actually do anything.
Oh.
I need to make it so that they don't appear more. But yeah. All right. So anyway, that's this game. That's all we've done so far. We're gonna keep working on it, and we're also gonna give it like art and stuff. You know, right now it's kind of boring. And yeah, stay tuned. We'll post it once it's like in a more finished state. Like you can actually lose. Right now you can't actually lose. If you do want to look at this though, it's at ricknoll/arcade-coding-game. So you can take a look at the code.
Nice. What should we do for the rest of the stream?
I don't know.
Do you want to?
We can add stuff to this game if you want.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we do the fire?
Sure, let's do fire. Also, chat, if you have any ideas for things to add, please post them and we'll add them.
The most fun part about a roguelike is just having a lot of things in it in the first place.
Yeah. We don't have nearly enough things right now. We're going to make it so there's a ton more. It'll be great. Okay, first let me make it so I'm no longer quite as broken. I'm just going to get rid of everything except for my move forward,
also,
attack, turn.
Another thing we need is classes. So if you can, if you look at the code and you see all the items that we currently have, and if you can think of like this set of items would really fit like an archer or a mage, tell us that.
Ooh.
We need those.
Yeah, we have a suggestion for a block for clone yourself, which would be extremely rare.
Yep.
Ooh.
So that is actually on my to-do list of things to do. Is have a clone. But that one requires a little extra work, so we're not gonna do that one today.
And then we have another suggestion for fire a rocket that has an explosion radius and a guided missile.
Okay, so that's basically what the fireball is going to do. So let's go ahead and start with the fireball. And it's not going to be guided, though. It's just going to launch forward and then kind of have like a radius. So let's start by going into our execute file. So execute, this is where all of the actual code that runs for the game is located. So we have this execute fire spell, which you can see currently does nothing. So we're going to go ahead and add some code here. So to start, let's go ahead and just say, well, I guess actually to start, let's go into assets, and we're going to add some stuff. I'm gonna make a new image. Make it start out small, and then it'll blow up into a thing. So. Yeah, I really just changed how I was going to do that circle halfway through.
The one thing we know about circles is they're consistent.
Vivian, you look cooler.
Thanks.
I can't put my finger on it.
It's because I'm a city gal.
Richard, do you have sunglasses nearby? Should we all wear sunglasses?
I don't have sunglasses. Sorry.
Joey, do you have sunglasses nearby?
Yeah, I got some when I went to Vegas.
Put them on. We can be cool without Richard. Yeah.
Gosh, I'm always the lame one.
Sorry, Richard. You've known for ages that you need to get sunglasses.
That's true.
Whoa.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and do our explosion now. And I'm not going to waste too much time on this art. But go ahead. Sit in here and...
Joey, you look so cool.
Nice. I did that right on the first try, guys.
Well, you just made a circle?
Pretty impressive.
I made a circle and I was at the center.
Oh, okay. Sorry, use the circle
That
tool.
never happens. No, yeah, I used the circle tool, but I was right in the center of the image, so it lined up right.
Amazing. Incredible.
Vivian should be more impressed than she is, but it's okay.
Sorry, when you said that, I thought you meant you just, used the pixel and you went, and that is very impressive, This is impressive too, but my bar was too high. That was pretty good.
Every
Yeah,
time
second
I want to
try,
center a
though.
circle, I do really wish that we made the decision to start the circle in the top left corner.
It was like that, but it was harder to use.
It was, yeah.
It's okay. I'm going to make it a general ellipse tool at some point, and then we can do that. All right, so here's our... Oh, no. I did a Richard.
Richard. Copy
You did
it.
a Richard?
And undo?
No, I can't undo.
Oh, there's no undo. Man.
Yeah.
There's no undo at all? No.
Nope.
But they were both...
That's all right. I can redraw it. You opened a bug for this, Vivian.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. The other thing I wanted to do for Hackathon was scale, sizing, rotating for the editor, but I didn't do it because it felt too work adjacent.
Okay, fire explosion. All right, so while I'm coding this up, do you guys want to talk about what we're doing for the rest of the week? First off, I guess I should say, I promised we would do Metroidvania. We're going to be doing Metroidvania.
Yeah. Oh, you want to talk about Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Wednesday. Do you guys know what Wednesday is? Universal Day. Wednesday, upside down, the W turns into an M. What's M? Minecraft. Wednesday's Minecraft Day. We're doing a Minecraft speed run on Wednesday. It's me and Shannon versus Joey and Richard.
Yep. So we're still figuring things out, but I think the rules right now are going to be you can use anything except the kill block, because then you could just kill the Ender Dragon, and that's no fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty scuffed.
Oh,
What?
forgot about this.
Oh no.
Nice.
This is on my list of bugs to fix today. Come on now. Oh no, I shouldn't. I should have hit the exit page. All right. Oh, whoops. That's not how it goes.
Oh, we have a rule request for the speed run. That you can't use the set block to set ender portal blocks.
Sorry, but that might not be a rule.
So
Because we want to be able to finish.
Yeah. I like the idea of doing this for maybe like our second speed run go of it, because this is the challenge of like you have to find the stronghold with code, which is very hard. Jan and I spent a whole stream trying to do this and couldn't do it.
So maybe it's every time we do it, we ban the previous winning path.
Strategy.
Winning code
Oh,
strategy.
yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, we're gonna do this again. So we'll definitely do something in the future to this effect. But right now, we don't have a good plan for making sure that we can do it in an hour. And so, yeah, because we're not going to speed run it normally. We're going to use code to cheat somehow. But we haven't figured out the best way to do that.
Yeah. I think it'd be nice if we could get to the end, and defeat the ender dragon. But we'll see. and we'll have special guests, Daniel and Hassan emceeing, potentially, if we can get the stream setup working correctly. It'll be awesome. The event to talk about of the century.
Yep.
So yeah, that's
taking
Wednesday. Don't know what else the rest of the week implies that Richard was talking about.
No, that was what I was referring to.
Okay, cool. You made it sound like this was an action-packed week, and I was like, fill me in.
I'm actually going to be gone on Thursday and Friday, so I guess we're only doing Metroidvania tomorrow. Whoops, sorry. We'll work on it the week after.
Joey, we should do something super fun when Richard's not here. So Richard will be thinking
No
of
Richard
us.
allowed. We're gonna put that on the door.
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
Richard! We have to do something. Do you want us to have no fun when you're gone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll take that into account.
All right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm making a some kinds for this.
This is our kind script up there.
What?
What?
Did you just want to say kind script, Joey? Was that what that was?
I did. That was what that was.
Deep cut. Okay. So we want to, when we're creating this fire projectile, we want to set the kind based off what kind of character we have. So we have characters that are enemies, we have characters that are players. So if it's an enemy, we want to do the enemy fireball. The player, we want to do the player fireball. Cool. Okay. So we created our fireball, we've set our velocity. Let's go ahead and do our events. One other thing we need to do though real quick is we need to pause. So, oh, this isn't right. Time script. Okay, so we need to do this same thing. We need to just pause, and this makes it so that all of our actions have a certain amount of time that they take up, and we just pause for it. So that's all that is. Okay, so we're going to go over to overlaps, which is where we do all of our events. And we're going to do some overlaps for our, boy, I'm just completely blanking today. Fireballs. So we want to do spritekind.enemy overlaps with spritekind.player fireball. And we want to do spritekind.player overlaps with spritekind.enemy fireball. And we're going to add a function for this, which is going to be on fireball overlap. And it's going to take in attacked, which is going to be sprite, and attack, which is going to be sprite. So the attack is our fireball. Actually, you know what? I'll just call it fireball. Overlap. Okay. So let's go ahead and pass this on up here. And okay, so what we're going to do is we want to get the data for our attacker. And so we need to actually store it. So I did this thing in this code, which is nifty, where I just store the character on all of the sprites. So I'm going to go into this fireball, and I'm going to do fireball.data of character equals character. I think that's right, at least. Let me see. Yeah, character. Cool. And that's going to make it so that when I am inside of this overlaps function, I can just grab that out. So this is just like when we use arcade sprite data. Oh, we should have done the thing.
Oh.
It's too late now. It's ruined. All right, so we're going to get our character out for this guy. Once we have this character, we can do something. Yeah, wait, maybe we don't actually need this character. All we really want to do now is we want to create a, so let's destroy our fireball. And we want to create our new thing. So we're going to do caught it this time. Okay. It's fire explosion. And we're going to give it sprite kind dot wait, we do need the character. Okay, so we're going to see, are we an enemy or not? Do that. We're going to then see, okay, so if our attacker dot is enemy, then we want to create it as an enemy attack. Otherwise, we want to do it as a player attack. And we want to set its position to be the same as the position of our fireball. So we're going to do and we're going to give it a lifespan. So that it'll automatically clean itself up. Okay, so there's one other thing we have to do here, which is we need to store our attack. So I'm actually going to go back to our execute real quick. I'm going to store the attack on our sprite data, and I'll show why in just a second. So we're going to do fireball.data of attack equals, wait, I think actually action is what it should be named. Okay. Fireball.data of action equals this action. And this action is the thing that says that this is a fireball. We're going to need that in just a second. Show why. Okay, so we're going to change this to fire explosion, and then we're just going to copy that over. So explosion.data of attack action equals fireball.data of action. So the reason we're doing this is because we have a on attack overlap right here. And so we want this code to just hit that. And so that'll make it so that it goes down to this deal damage function. And this deal damage function is where we actually deal our damage. So I'm going to do, let's see, damage equals 20. So it's the same as a melee attack. And so this will just make our damage work. Nifty. Okay. We need to do one other thing real quick, which is we, in addition to this on fireball overlap, we want to do a on fireball hits wall. It's going to take in fireball. And it's going to be all of this code. And inside of this one, we're actually just going to call it the same thing. So, because it's the same code. And now we can just do this on hit walls right here. Da, da, da. Okay, I know all of this has been incomprehensible, but hopefully we'll be able to see it work. So let's go over to our main.ts. Yeah, yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I said, yeah. All right, so we got a fire spell now. Let's see if it works.
Oh.
Wasn't expecting that.
What's happening?
Why is it bouncing?
On hit wall. Oh my goodness, there's so many.
Joey.
Joey.
We didn't accidentally make the kind the wrong one. I don't know what else.
Why would it be bouncing?
Is it a kind player?
Is it a kind player?
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. It could be a kind player. Let's go to our execute. Go to our fireball. There we go. Enemy fireball, player fireball. That looks right. If our fireball data, character, action. That looks good. We're not setting the initial position, so let's fix that.
Sorry. Here, chat, I'll give you guys my sunglasses so you can be cool at home.
All right.
So it works on collision, but not on hitting wall.
Yeah, so I must have copied the wrong thing with hitting wall. So let's go over to our overlaps. Let's do this. Oh, yep. See, I have on character hit wall. That's not what we want. All right. Fire. Cool. Okay, so that works. Nice. Okay, do you have any ideas for other stuff to add?
Chat, give us your ideas. More blocks. More enhancements.
Do we know what we wanted to do for lightning yet? Is
Yeah,
it just like a lightning spray?
Oh yeah, didn't you have a block that you didn't code?
Gonna chain. Yeah, the lightning.
Ooh.
It's gonna be a little complicated though, but we can do it.
We're not scared of code in this stream.
That's
Is
true.
it?
I was
gonna change. So the hard part's gonna be like if enemy is near by, hit that enemy, because I think we have that in Arcade
Yeah,
Sprite
we do.
util.
We don't have it in Arcade Sprite. Well, there might be an Arcade Sprite util, but I coded it up. Sorry, Joe.
Oh, okay. For the aiming. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do player lightning and enemy lightning, just like before. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to our overlaps, and let's go ahead and just do this part of it real quick. So we're gonna make a on lightning overlap. Get rid of that. We don't want this. Bolt. And then we're gonna have an on lightning. So bad at typing. On lightning hits wall. It's gonna take in the bolt. And all it's gonna do for this is destroy itself. Okay. So basically what we want our lightning to do is when it hits an enemy, we want it to also jump to the nearest enemy. So to actually make this work okay, we need to have at least more than one enemy in this battle. So we're going to go over to our main.ts. we're going to take level 5 and make it level 1. And cool, now we got 2 enemies. We're also going to go ahead and give ourselves a lightning spell. And aim. There you go. Okay, cool. So we're going to go there, that, turn, and then lightning spell does nothing. Which makes sense. Okay, so we're going to fire a projectile that's going to hit the nearest enemy. That's going to fire a projectile that goes from that enemy to another enemy. And it's just going to keep doing that a few times. So, yeah, let's do it. We're going to go to our execute. And we're going to make a function which is going to be called fire lightning bolt. And it's going to take in the target. It's going to be a character. And it's going to take in, let's see, actually what it's going to do, I think, is it's going to take in potential targets. I think this should actually be Sprite. And so, and also the source.
Wait, what's the difference between a character and a sprite?
Yeah, so the character is just this thing that gets drawn. It has a heading, has other kind of properties. It has a sprite on it. It actually has a few sprites on it. So it's got a sprite, and that's what draws this main circle. It also has a status bar, and it has a attack sprite, which is how the sword and stuff get drawn.
Oh, so, I see.
And it has a script that says how it should move.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Okay, so the initial thing is just going to be the same as our fireball. So we're going to go ahead and copy this. Knowing that we're going to change, this is going to be enemy, lightning. This is going to be player. Lightning. Everything else is going to be the same, except we're also going to take this and first, now that we have the actual TypeScript service, I can actually do this, which is great.
Whoa.
Okay. So we're going to do lightning.data of chain to be equal to 3. And so this will be how many times it'll chain. Okay. So we've got our execute lightning spell, which is cool. It's going to look the same as the fire right now because I don't want to, open up the asset editor. So let's go over to our overlaps, and we will go ahead and do our next thing. So when our lightning overlaps, so let's go ahead and actually put this in.
I see.
Okay, so we're actually calling our events now. So when we do our on lightning overlap, then what we want to do is we want to say, okay, deal damage to attacked. We want to get the attacker, which is going to be just get character data on the bolt. We got the attacked, where you're going to take it in action, which is going to be the bolt.data of action, just like we did with the fireball. And we have the angle, which is going to be the angle between the attack and the attacked. So we're just going to do this. Group. Okay. Oh, this should be a get character data.
I have an unrelated question.
Yeah.
Is our Monaco font the same as the Mac font?
Hmm?
I don't know. I just looked at it. I was like, is this the Mac font? And I was like, oh, wait, no. This looks the same as it does on my computer. I don't know.
I think our Monaco font is the Monaco font.
Oh.
I think Monaco font
Just
is
default.
Monaco.
Yeah.
You can set like a font in
Also-
Monaco, right?
You can, but I don't think we change it.
I see.
Okay, so right now we're dealing damage, but this is definitely not the Mac font because it's monospaced.
Oh, I see.
Okay. So then we want to do, let's see. Instead of that stupid fire lightning bolt thing or whatever I was doing, let's just go back to our execute. Okay, we're gonna copy this except the pause. Go away.
I was gonna say if you keep on treating your code badly, Richard, it'll run away. But you wanted it to run away, so it doesn't matter.
I did. Okay, so we want to set our angle. So what we're going to do is we're going to say new target, and the new target is going to be find closest sprite. This is the function I wrote, and it's going to be the attacked, and it's going to do sprites dot all of kind sprites kind dot, well, I guess attacked dot kind. Dot filter. Okay, so we're gonna get everything that is not the one that we have. Why are you on sad?
Give me a call.
There we go. Okay, now we need to go ahead and get our character, which is going to be the get character data of Bolt. Make this code be happy. And this should just be Bolt.data of action. And this should be Bolt.data of chain -1. All right. So to get the heading, we want to do, just like we were doing that math ATAN before. Where is that? Yeah, right here. We're just going to go ahead and say our angle is equal to, whoops. Okay.
What's ATAN?
Copy, arctan.
Yeah. It is the arctangent, or in less mathy terms, magic.
I see.
Yeah.
You just put numbers in there and it does what you want all the time.
Of course.
It kind of does.
What?
So the way I remember how arctan works is if you do somethings.y minus something.y in the first one and something.x minus something.x in the second one, you're going to get the angle between those two things. I forget why that works. I forget what arctan squared really means. I forget what it really does, but I know that you could do this.
I don't think I ever learned about this in my trig classes.
It's used a lot in
old
Is what?
Yeah, and I forgot about it until I started doing arcade stuff, and then it became very relevant.
You know what I learned about?
This was the
go.
one line that I was talking about the other day that would have saved us that giant if-else block.
Magic.
Yeah.
I had to figure out how to change. I don't know if it was change a base formula for logarithms. I just. Oh.
That's a fun one. It's like the new one over the old one, something.
Something like that, yeah.
Failed cast not undefined.
Yeah. Guessing my find closest sprite isn't quite working. Okay. So let's try this again. We're going to look at this find closest sprite function. So let's go over to our util.ts. Okay, for other sprite of others, get the distance squared between the sprites. So sprite and other sprites. If the parent less this min, this should be working.
I mean, was it just there wasn't another?
It was, though.
Yeah.
Okay, we're out. So we'll figure this out, and like I said, we're gonna post this game once it's a little bit more finished. And don't worry, we'll be back to normal coding tomorrow. So we're gonna be working on the Metroidvania game, hopefully. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joe at J Wonder on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Vivian. I love Cheerful on the MakeCode forum.